Hi, everybody. This is Jeffrey. This is Ripe Color. This is a channel update as well as a reading for the lunar eclipse for the collective. So first things first, I do daily videos with Nancy Jean's Garden. I read tarot and she reads from her garden, which is another divination method. You know, this is fabric and she rolls crystals as if they were dice, and depending upon where they land, that will be the energy of the day. And I do cards in the same vein, and so they're under 5 categories: body, mind, spirit, grounding, and clarity. So that's going to be up daily. Now for weekly astrology reading, weekly readings by sign, those are available to my members. Membership is very inexpensive, $2.99 a month, or if you'd like to send more, you know, for a coffee and croissant, that's $7.99 a month, etc. So please become a member. I'm also a textile artist. That's what Ripe Color is. That's why, you know, it's not my given name. And so I hand paint mostly silk, wool, t-shirts, all sorts of things. So please visit my site. I also offer astrology t-shirts, which are which I can ship actually all over the world, or have somebody ship them all over the world. So please check them out. All the links for all those things are below. And that's that. And so I'm going to continue to do dailies with Nancy, and the weeklies will be available to members, and I'm going to start adding other types of videos, probably meditation videos, maybe travel videos. The travel, I'm not sure, to tell you the truth. Anyway, let's get to the reading for the eclipse. And I also offer personal readings. We could do them in person or on Zoom. I'm in Midtown Manhattan. The information is below. I also administer a healing modality, which is called IET, Integrated Energy Therapy, which can help you to move and transform energy into something that's more beneficial, more useful, more nurturing, say. Information for that is below. I'm a very busy person. All right. And I'm drinking my coffee, and I have the guy coming up to pick up the laundry, and he was supposed to be here an hour ago. So you know, if the bell rings in the middle of it and I disappear, you'll understand. I couldn't wait any longer. All right. Now, this is for the eclipse. And thank you, everyone, for all your support. I really, really appreciate it. Okay. 1, 2, 3. This is really interesting. Okay. So we begin with the 3, and then we get into the star and then the Fool. So there's a new beginning happening here for sure. A new beginning happening. So this is the past, I believe. And this is really about, you know, heartbreak, heartache, depression, you know, really like what we've kind of been through collectively. And this like, oh my God, you know, this is gone, that's gone. And, you know, things are very different. But what's happening is, and this is really the way I've been feeling anyway, aside from the eclipse and all that, there's like blessings coming from spirit. There's just blessings coming for everyone. And I feel like we're all sort of being transformed. You know, I talk to so many people like one-on-one who all of a sudden, a lot of this intuitive stuff is coming. And it's like people who were never in touch with that. People who are never in touch with that. It's sort of like, I don't know why I'm getting this information. I think we're all getting the information. I think a lot of people's sleep patterns are different. I mean, I know it. Everyone's having to do a deep dive within. And so this is the card, this is the beginning, right? This is the Fool. So the Fool is the zero. The zero, is really about, for me, this is like a pre-birth card. This is like a pre-incarnation card. So it encompasses all, it could be creative, it could be chaotic, it could be everything. And the Fool is the one who begins the entire tarot. He's the one who, he wakes up one day, he doesn't even have a name, and he's got his bandana, and his soul is with him. And he's like, let's see what's out there. Let's see what's out there. So there's an optimism, an idealism, an aimlessness, a curiosity, for tremendous curiosity. So I feel like, after this heartache, we've been sort of downloaded with information, with like spiritual information, and with direction, and with hope, and with the sense of the future, actually. And here we are individually, collectively on this journey of, well, let's see what happens, right? Well, and then I get, knowledge of security, knowledge of how to be secure. So maybe, your soul being reawakened collectively, it's like, okay, well, what is it? There's a new knowledge of what makes you secure. Maybe in the past, there was a certain amount of money, or living in a certain place, or having a certain job, or being in a certain relationship. And it's like, I think, maybe new things are important to me, or perhaps, so maybe new things are important to me. Maybe old things are more important to me. There's this new outlook about what security is, about what it is to be in the physical world, maybe about diet, maybe about exercise, maybe about sleep patterns, maybe about where you live, because this is the material world. This at the end of the day is the material world. So it's our bodies, it's food, it's where you live, it's how you make money, exercise, it's all of that. And then I get the lovely lady in the garden who is very self-sufficient. At the end of the day, her energy, this is really the card of the entrepreneur. She's profoundly self-sufficient, and she worked really hard to get to this place, to attain her wealth. And she did it on her own, on her own terms. So I think there's this sense, this new sense of, I have the power, like my power will create whatever it is I want to create, in my garden. So I feel like there's this collective reemergence, and maybe tapping into, not even reemergence, it might even be new. It could be a reemergence, or it could be this understanding of, oh, if this isn't working in my life, I am going to create something new. If I don't want this job anymore and I want another job, then I have the power to do what I need to do to go out and get that new job, or to have this person in my garden, and to not have that person in my garden, like that. We also get the Queen of Cups, who's the empath. This is the empath. So she has deep nurturing, deep, profound understanding of emotions. She's very loving. She's very kind. She knows, she's a great hugger. And so I feel like, this deep intuitive stuff is coming to a lot of people. And that's the newness. That's the newness. That you're going to be able to work with, manipulate, access, utilize. Very interesting. And this is for the collective, which is even more interesting in a way. Yeah, because we've seen how it is to live without spirit, I guess. And we've seen how it is to rely on the past and, oh, well, and so this is like a truth we can't get, that you can't unsee. You can't unsee. And, this lockdown, this whole thing, it's like, I think it's made a lot of people really go inward and say, what have I given my energy to that no longer works, and how am I going to change, or do something new? Because we're living in a new world, and if people want to hang on to, oh, everything's going to be the way it was, it's like, it's not going to be the way it was. This has been such a drastic change. Even if everything completely goes back to the way it was, say in 2 years or 5 years or whatever it is, none of us are going to forget this time of really being forced in a way, or being led to go in and say, what are my values? What are my values? What's important to me? What do I want to do with my life? Who do I want to have in my life? What do I want to do for work? How much money do I need? How much money do I not need? What makes me secure? What brings me joy? What brings me joy? And do I have enough joy in my life? Like that. Oh my, here she is. This is Mother Earth saying, I'm honored to have you live on my back, right? This is Mother Earth saying, don't worry, there's plenty. Don't worry, there's plenty. But you have to understand that this is also a mother. This is Venus, and this is the Earth Mother. She's pregnant. So here's the mother again. How do you treat your mother? You know what I mean? How do we treat our mothers? So, and here, I'm at a certain age, and then my mother gets pregnant. It's like, I make sure she has a place to sit down. I make sure she has plenty to eat. I make sure that she's comfortable, she's nurtured, she's loved, because what I'm giving to the earth is what the earth is giving to me. And, this is like creativity, abundance. This just goes on and on and on. This is really one of the best in the deck. The other thing about this card is that this is like a bit of a pine tree in a way. It's the pineal gland, which is like right in the middle of your brain. And it's like this big. And the ancients understood what it meant. And it's really your third eye. It's really like the TV in your head. So it's like, if I can envision, this world of people being kind to each other, us taking care of the earth taking care of us. It's a mutual aid society in a way, right? If we can all hold that vision of the earth is friendly and loves us and we love it, and really see where we've, kind of gone awry, or, in an individual way. I'm not doing this, you shouldn't use plastic. I'm not doing that. It's really, how can I see a new vision for myself in the earth, where there's prosperity and abundance and kindness and abundance and wealth for all of us? Can I hold that vision? Can I hold that vision? Because, if you tune into, so much of the media stuff, so much of not media, the, popular culture. It's all, there's so many movies out there about like Armageddon and like, the aliens coming and destroying us and, making us robots or whatever it is. I don't even know. It's like, well, why can't we hold a vision of nirvana, of utopia? Challenging, right? Can you hold on to your optimism? Can you hold on to your hope? That's what this is about. At the end of the day, we have a choice. Look, maybe we're all living in a fantasy, but might as well live in a pretty one. Yeah, a new dawn is arising, new strategies. new strategies. This is also the international card, really, very interestingly. So this is really about having a 360 view and getting really creative about how we're going to move forward as a collective. So I'm going to end there because I think that there's plenty there. It's really about minding one's thoughts, minding one's mind. Where am I going? What's the most hopeful outcome for me? What's the most hopeful outcome for the earth? What's the most helpful outcome for individuals, for nation states, for the planet? What's the most helpful outcome? Can I hold that vision, instead of, oh, it's not going to be okay, and oh, I live in fear. We have a choice. We have a choice. So that's my little message. That's my message. Blessings to you. Thanks for tuning in. It'd be great if you became a member. Great if you visit my website, brightcolor.com. I do private readings. I do IET, or I offer private readings. I offer IET. You could also come and see my studio. And thank you very much. Blessings to you.